I have 3 minutes to speak about Mark Antony's funeral oration for Julius Caesar. So my entry would be Mark Antony's funeral oration for Caesar. The liberators were poised to reclaim power that had been slowly eroded throughout the late Republic, and in this one event, by stoking the wrath of the mob of common folk, he swung the balance of power back in the favor of the populares and snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. This would lead to the momentous events of the following 100 years or so, and the creation and shaping of the Roman Empire, technically to last for the next 1500 years. When I was reading about it the other day, I got that special feeling that one who studies history sometimes gets, where you see the effects of an event like this reverberate through time and note how everything that followed could have been different had this one thing not occurred. So what's so great about this speech? Well, for one, it's a master class in rhetoric. The setup is perfect. He starts off seeming to defend Caesar's assassins, playing into the idea that Caesar was a tyrant who had grown too powerful and that his death was a necessary evil. Then, after getting the audience to like him, he slowly turns the screws, showing how Caesar was actually a benevolent ruler who cared about the poor, and how the assassins were really just a bunch of selfish aristocrats who had murdered Caesar out of fear that Caesar would take away their power. By the end, he has the crowd eating out of his hand and ready to do his bidding. But even if the speech wasn't so brilliant, it would still be an important moment in history because of what happens as a result of it. Antony knew that he couldn't defeat Octavian in a battle of wits, so he went to the one place that Octavian wasn't prepared for, the hearts and minds of the Roman people. He unleashed the full force of his charisma, and the people bought it. They loved Caesar, and they hated Octavian. So when Antony told them that Octavian had ordered Caesar's assassination, they believed him, and because of that, they went to war with Octavian and his allies. Now, there are some historians out there who argue that Antony didn't really mean any of it, that it was all just a big lie designed to get him the upper hand in the civil war. But I think that's a mistake because it misses the point of the speech. Antony wasn't trying to convince the elite that Caesar had been a tyrant. He was trying to convince them that Caesar had been a good man who had been taken away from them, and he succeeded. The speech is a masterpiece of political rhetoric, and one of the most important speeches in world history. It is the defining moment of the Roman Republic and the turning point in the career of Mark Antony. If you want to learn more about ancient Rome, stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.